Most people have no plan, right? So that it's work time, they'll sit down and they'll use like their brain power, their brain points to now in their work time try to figure out what to do. When really you should be doing this the night before. So I lie down every single night and I have my Kindle ready to read, and I fall asleep to my Kindle. Like falling asleep to reading is the single fastest way to sleep. It's amazing, right? And just before I do that, as I'm lying down, I just go on my phone and put the brightness all the way down, look through my calendar, and also just bullet point what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Exact tasks I'm gonna do tomorrow. So I literally exactly, for this exact time, yesterday, I said that I was gonna script this video and record it, which meant that when it got to 7 p.m, I didn't need to think. I simply knew what the plan was already. And since I set the plan yesterday, it's like all I have to do is just follow the plan. I don't need to like debate it. I don't need to use like, you know, more mental power to think of what to do and everything, because I've already got this idea that, okay, if you don't follow the plan, you're a pussy. So it's simple, okay, no, follow the plan. The plan says to record this video, okay, I'll record this video. Make sure it's specific, right? So you don't want it to be that tomorrow you've wrote like, yeah, record some videos, study for 4 hours. Take the few minutes extra to really write to yourself. Study pages 170 to 175. Do the third assignment on the page. Do this. Record this video. Reply to this specific email. The more specific you can be, the better. You should know exactly why you're sitting down. And then it's important that you actually realize the tasks that you're thinking about. We've got to make sure that they're not actually bullshit tasks, because if you actually want to become successful, right? So this is no longer just simply about doing the work or not. This is making sure that you actually like choose to do the work that's going to actually have a real impact on your life. You do not want to be one of these average people who spend so long making their YouTube banner and their channel profile picture. Like people who spend ages doing that shit, they're usually like never successful. The person who, you know, starts a new business and he spends like literally hours making his logo or something and choosing what font to use. You might think those things are important. I'm telling you right now, they can be once you're already successful. It's important to have a brand, but like when you're first starting off, you don't need to like focus on those things. You need to do the big, hard, important tasks that you're putting off. There's 2 questions you can just ask yourself, and you can critique every possible task that you think of, whether it's making a logo or recording the video or doing this or writing this. Every task that you think of, just put it through 2 of these questions. Is it important and is it urgent? If it's important and urgent, then it's kind of like an emergency. You need to do it. That's your priority. That's what you do today, right now. If it's important and urgent, that means, okay, you've got to do it right now, and it's also valuable to do it right now. If it's just important, but it's not urgent, so it's like, for example, for me, it's like recording this video. It's important that I record a video. You know, you don't want your YouTube channel to die off or anything. Is it urgent? I mean, not really. Do I need to record this video right now? If I recorded this one tomorrow morning and still uploaded it for the same time, would it really affect me? Like, no, not really. So it's important, but it's not urgent. Okay, well, do it when you can. And, you know, make it your priority if you don't have any like emergency tasks, right? But this is where it gets interesting. What if a task isn't important? What if it's just urgent? What if it's someone messaging you like, or someone's calling you right now on Discord? That's kind of urgent because, you know, you've got to answer within a few seconds, but it doesn't seem important. You literally just sat down to do some work and some guy's calling you right now. Your friend's calling you right now, which is kind of urgent in the sense that, like, you know, it's time sensitive. The call is literally right there, but you kind of know it's not like an important emergency or anything. What do? Most people would literally accept it. They'd accept the call because it's urgent, because it's just, you know, it's the calls coming in right now. Let's see what my old video game friend wants to talk about. And then they end up not being productive. And then the most important, biggest waste of your time happens when you critique a task and you realize it's not urgent or important. It's neither. This is, for example, the extra like little design stuff of your YouTube channel trailer, your YouTube channel customization, your little channel banner, your logo, your profile picture. These are the things that beginner YouTubers who aren't that good spend their time on things that aren't important and aren't urgent. And then they don't ever build the success that they wanted. Because remember, you only have a certain number of brain points per day, and if you're spending it on bullshit tasks that aren't important and aren't even urgent, so there's no point doing them, apart from just like, yeah, you know, it's kind of nice having an updated profile. It's like, yeah, sure, you know, like I just updated my profile picture, so it's like a picture of like my current setup and everything. Yeah, sure. But it's like, do that at like, you know, 8 p.m. at the end of your work day, you're just kind of chilling, you're doing it for fun, that's fine. But the real thing to think about is, go and figure out what tasks are urgent and important and make sure that you prioritize them. And then the tasks that are just important, prioritize them. Too often, too many people, and especially like younger me when I was, you know, trying to become an entrepreneur a few years ago, you'll choose to do the easier, fun tasks instead of the bigger, harder ones, just because you don't really feel like doing the hard thing right now. But most people don't feel like doing that. And so you become like most people. But your secret advantage as an entrepreneur or a student or a guy who wants to get into like a top level business or a career, when there's about like a hard task that you know, really just can't be bothered to do, that's actually when it's really worth it for you to do it, because that's like the barrier that everyone else is hitting as well.